California legislators want to give away $10 billion in interest-free loans to help you buy a home. Are you eligible? Well, you're going to need to watch this video. My name is Tommy Jordan. I'm a real estate agent and mortgage broker here in Southern California. Here's the article by Realtor.com. Let's get into it. A top California lawmaker is proposing to spend $10 billion to help families buy homes in the state with some of America's highest housing prices. Well, we all know that if you live here. Democratic State Senate leader Toni Atkins on Wednesday unveiled details of a proposal she's pushing to create a revolving fund that would provide interest-free loans for up to 30% of the purchase price of a home for low and middle income households. Proponents hope that it will be included in the state budget that must pass by June 15 and go into effect as soon as January. The aim is for it to eventually help about 8,000 families a year. The median price for single-family homes in California was $786,000, according to the California Association of Realtors, more than twice the nationwide average. Actually, it's higher than that. I heard it's about $850,000 right now as the time of recording this video. And I'm curious, right? They're willing to give 30% of the purchase price. So say a home is $800,000, right? They're going to give you a $240,000 loan, but you still have a 70% remaining balance. So what do? Get another loan, for the other 50%, and then you have 20% down to buy the house. So you have to find a lender who's willing to give you another lien on the house, and with them being okay from you getting this money from California. I don't know. It sounds tricky here. The proposals call for the state government to share in any appreciation in the value of houses it helps to purchase when they're sold, and then invest those proceeds back into the fund. Here's one of my problems with this already is the government's going to share in any appreciation in value of the home it helps purchases. And then when it's sold, those proceeds go back into the fund. So I get it. They need to refill the coffers, right, to lend out more money. But it's like, say you buy a home, right, for $700,000, say it appreciates, 20%, right? Well, that extra $140,000 that you would have gotten when the home sells, minus commission and stuff, now you just have to give that back to the government, and it's like you're right back at where you started. You didn't get to, realize the actual gains of being a homeowner and investing in real estate, and that's by having that appreciation year after year. The purpose of this is to create a long-term endowment. We're investing in the future value of the home so we could help other people. Honestly, I feel like they would be better helping people if they actually offered just a lower interest rate than saying it's no interest, but then they're taking some of the appreciation when you sell. Under the proposal, California would spend $1 billion a year for 10 years. Participation would be limited to households making 150% of the median income in the area. There would be limits tied to a region's median home price, allowing home buyers in the most expensive markets, such as San Francisco Bay Area, to benefit. So, a lot of this makes sense, right? If someone's making $1 million a year, why are they going to be giving them money to buy a house? The homeowner would repay the loan when they sell or refinance the home. So that's another thing. Say you're trying to lock into a lower interest rate. Well, as soon as you do that, if there's any profit that you would use to say pay off your student loans or help buy another property or whatever, so you have medical bills, that's why you're doing cash out refinance, well, you'd have to give that profit to the government according to how much assistance the state provided. If the home price declines, then the state would be repaid if money is left over after the purchaser pays back their mortgage loan and recoups their portion of the down payment. So what happens if there's no money? Are they just stuck owing money to the government? How is that going to work? How is this fund going to keep getting replenished? If, for example, home prices are crashing, people have negative equity, and they need to sell or foreclose on the home. I don't know. This is why, lenders should lend and government should do government things. There are Californians that work hard every day, and because of the high cost of living, they can't own a home. That should be worded differently. There are Californians that work hard every day because of California's high cost of living, why they can't own a home. The median home in California is double than nationwide. I think a lot of this has to do more with California than, homes just being expensive for no reason whatsoever. By the way, if you're enjoying this article, make sure to hit that like button. It helps this video do so much better. Thanks. Only about a quarter of California households can actually afford to buy a home at the state's median price of $590,000 for first-time home buyers. Smaller shares among Latino and Black families. Okay, $590,000, and they said only a quarter could afford that. I bet you it's like maybe 15% of Californians can actually afford a home where prices are at now. So you're probably wondering what I'm wondering. How is California getting all this money to lend to all these people? Well, the fund would be possible in part due to a $68 billion surplus that the Senate's analysts say they're expecting thanks to high tax revenues this year, largely from upper income earners. Well, let's actually look and see if that's true. In my opinion, this doesn't solve housing being so unaffordable in California, but let's just not talk about housing. How about all the taxes Californians pay? How about how in debt California is compared to other states in the United States, even with the super high taxes? Okay, so California has the 5th highest debt out of any state, with total liabilities coming out to $362 billion. Wait, where's the states with the least debt? Okay, let's look. Texas, Florida, Alaska, North Carolina. So these are the states with the least debt. And here's this fun debt clock right here showing California. Population 39 million people, unemployed 1 million. Okay, let's see. Here's the GDP, right? At $3 trillion. And here we go. Debt to GDP ratio, 16%. And look at the debt, $541 million. Here's the in-state revenue. So the state's making $666 million a year. That's a funny number. $666 million a year the state's making. How much are we spending? $711 million. That's how much California is spending every year. So obviously, we're spending more than we're making, and we're going to loan out all this money. That article says, oh, we're having $68 billion in surplus. Look, we still have $541 million of debt. If California were a sovereign nation, good thing we're not, it would rank as the world's 5th largest economy with $3.4 trillion in gross state product. How crazy is that? Even with all the money California is making, we're the 5th highest debt of any state. By the way, disclaimer, I love California and I live here because of the weather. It is an amazing place. I grew up here. I've been here my whole entire life. So I'm not hating on California. I just don't think this is smart for what the government is planning to do here when we have so much debt already. By the way, California is raising gas prices to 53 cents per gallon. And you could see right here, what state has the highest gas prices? Oh, look, it's California at $5.85 a gallon compared to all these other states here in the Midwest. It's just crazy. Let's check out Texas, $4, okay? And the national average is $4.41. Let's look at California's taxes. California has among the highest income tax rates for upper income households and one of the lowest income tax rates for lower income households. The top 1% of income taxpayers in California accounted to over 47% of income tax revenue. California's state tax was 9.6%. higher than 2020 and 2021. This is the 3rd highest in the nation. Okay, we have the highest state sales tax rate at 7.25 in the entire nation. We have the 8th highest corporation tax, flat tax of 8.84%. I mean, come on. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. With California having all this debt with the highest taxes, don't you think it would just be smarter if California just lowered the gas tax? I think that would help more average ordinary Americans day to day in California than giving out houses with these loans with all these stipulations on them. And another thing, wouldn't it be better if California lowered the sales rate tax or made it easier for home builders to build homes? I mean, I could just go on, but this is just something California's doing. So thank you for watching. If you want to stay up to date on the housing market, you're going to need to smash that subscribe button.